What's up YouTube? It's Jason from Bonsai, and today's video is all going to be about when to prune your bonsai tree. Let's get started. Okay, so in today's video I thought I would run through with you guys on when to prune your bonsai tree. I know it happens a lot where you buy a new bonsai and you buy it from a bonsai nursery or a nursery that sells bonsai and it's already in its pristine condition where it's shaped beautifully, and that's when you want it. And then as the months and the years goes by, it starts to get more foliage, more growth, which as you can see has started happening with this Chinese elm. And I know a lot of the times you might be confused on exactly when to prune it. Now, first thing I want to go through with you guys is when the growing season is. So to start off with, the growing season isn't in winter and autumn. That is when the plant goes into dormancy and all of its energy goes back into its roots. So you will not be getting much growth there. Especially trees that lose their leaves, because they won't be getting any growth because then all their leaves will be gone. And all like I said earlier, all the energy does go back into the roots. Um, Evergreens, trees that do keep their leaves throughout winter can grow, but very slightly throughout the dormant season. For example, this Chinese elm, he will end up losing his leaves. Um, Now, to move on to when it is the growing season is in spring and summer, just like any other trees. And that is when your tree will get the most growth. As you can see over here, I've just come out of summer. So now it's gotten all this new growth that now needs to be cut back. Cool. Now the next important thing to remember about pruning and cutting your bonsai is to keep the already basic shape that is there if you already have a well-established bonsai. For example, this Chinese elm over here, he's got a beautiful apex. It's going to be more difficult to see. He's got a beautiful apex coming out here, a branch at the back, but a new one that I'm going to be growing, which I'll chat about in a second, and two branches that are growing out towards the front over here. So obviously I'm going to be pruning it and maintaining it for that growth that it already has. Now, in terms of this long branch back here, I'm keeping this branch to grow a new one. So this Chinese elm, he got really bad, it was too small for his pot and ended up getting overwatered and all of his roots died. So he died back quite a bit. And he had a really beautiful big branch that was coming out the back here that unfortunately died, so I had to cut that off. But anyway, he's gotten this awesome growth, new growth, which I'm going to be turning into a new branch. So now, because I want a new branch, I'm not going to be cutting it off. So I'm going to be leaving it this length for it to become lignified. Lignified is when it starts getting that bark appearance on it, where it's not just green. I'm waiting for that to get lignified, and then I'm going to be cutting it. But otherwise, these smaller ones, I'm going to be pruning back to the natural shape already. If you want to learn about how to prune a bonsai tree and the types of tools that you need, please go and check out how to prune a bonsai tree and the tools that you'll need. I've done two videos on that, the types of tools and how to prune a bonsai tree. I've done videos on that, so please go and check that out. But like I said, go with the shape that's already there, and when they get to a certain length and the branch starts to lignify, that's when you cut it back. For grouped ones, like this apex that I'm trying to create over here, I'm going to be cutting back most of the foliage and leaving about 2 to 3 leaves, as I want more of a compact look. But if you're looking for it to grow out, like this long one over here, leave it grow, let it be. But otherwise, follow the natural shape that already is there. Otherwise, if you are growing completely new bonsai, then obviously you'll let it grow out a lot more, but that can be a future video. So hopefully this helps you guys out a lot. I just wanted to show you this guy with all this growth. I'll prune him quickly and do a little bit of work, and then we can cut back to it and I'll show you what I've done. Alright guys, so as you can see, I have cut away the excess branches that are growing really wild, just to trim them down and refine the shape. I did cut this guy back because I actually like the length that he has over here, and a fair amount of his branch is lignified already. So I like how he's looking. You see I've kept that basic shape, kept the branches over there. I know it looks less, it will look like there's less foliage once you have pruned your bonsai. But don't worry, more foliage will grow, and that branch that you cut, it'll split into two and grow two more. And yeah, that's actually a principle that I want to touch on you guys quickly from this really cool book that I've got. I wanted to show you this. This is just the method that I'm going to be using here. I think you guys can see that over there, just at the bottom. As you can see, you cut a branch and two more grow. Cut a branch and two more grow, and eventually you can create a really awesome pad layer over there. And I think it looks really cool. And yeah, that's the basic method you can use to grow pad layers, like what I'm going to be doing over here. But ultimately, stick with the basic shape and cut in spring and summer. Yeah, I hope this video made sense, guys, and that you understand what I'm saying, and I hope the diagram helped as well. Please don't be afraid to comment down below if you guys have any more questions about it. Hope you guys liked the video. Like and subscribe, and as always, keep growing, and I'll see you in the next one.